Well, hello, it's Dr. Jack with today's Life Brief. And today's topic is Method B for Stop Making Yourself Miserable. And again, this grew out of a question I was asked at a recent holiday party when a person at the party asked me, like, why are so many people who are successful, financially stable, have good families and careers, why are they still so miserable? And I had to think about it, and I thought, well, a lot of it, we kind of do to ourselves. So there are often these counterproductive strategies that we use. So today is the second in my series about these counterproductive strategies. And so method B is stop waiting. So when we face different challenges in life, we often have this hope, right, that things will change. But we somehow expect just the change, the world will change on its own, or that somehow someone will show up to rescue us from whatever the source of our unhappiness is. So the harsh but freeing truth is that no one will come to rescue us. The cavalry will not arrive. Godot will not show up. Mom and Dad are not in a position probably to get us out of whatever it is that we need to get out of. So there's only one person we can rely on, and that is ourselves. Now, this does not mean that other people are bad. They're not. I think most people are very good. They're hardworking, they're honest, they're fair, they're responsible. But many other people are, preoccupied with their own challenges and their own stresses. They have very busy lives. They're not really thinking about what's going on, the details of your life. And even if other people are not stressed out, it's not their job to be your guardian angel. It's not their job to be trying to mind read other people and figure out how to solve their problems when they're not invited to do so. So what can you do to stop waiting and to take action? So here are 3 examples. Let's say that you are feeling lonely, or that in whatever way your social life is not as rich as you'd want it to be. Well, stop waiting for invitations and take action. So there are many clubs right in your neighborhood. You could look up meetup.com, punch in your zip code, and a couple dozen activities will show up. If you're interested in something that already isn't being addressed, you can start your own meetup group. You can join, a cycle club, some sort of sports club, book club, what have you. But you have to take action. Another example would be, let's say you already are quite involved in your neighborhood doing some sort of volunteer work. But you might be feeling quite overwhelmed, and in fact you want to dial it back or maybe even stop being a member. Well, that's okay. So, life changes and life circumstances change, and sometimes you need to renegotiate your commitments, because the commitments you made a year ago may not be really aligned with what you can do in a sustainable way right now. So not a good thing to do is just to kind of stop showing up. But it's very much okay to tell whoever's in charge and say, listen, I can't do this anymore. I need to dial it back, or I need to stop coming because my life has changed. I believe in you. I believe in your mission. So let's talk about how I can transition out of this so that you and the organization don't miss a beat. Third example is similar, but at work. So maybe you get involved or been invited to different kind of non-clinical parts of the job. You're parts of some committee, different kind of committees, doing other kind of activities. And maybe you took that on with very much of a fanfare, good feelings about it, and maybe it worked for you for a while. But maybe right now, again, you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you have new responsibilities. So it's always okay to renegotiate things, because we know that change occurs nonstop. The world changes, life circumstances change, and commitments do need to be renegotiated. And the best way to renegotiate them is to be forthright and to do it before any kind of emergency or crisis arises, so that you could forthrightly approach whoever you report to and say, listen, I need to change my commitments in order to make my position here sustainable. So let's talk about how we can do that in a way that will work for the organization and work for me. So again, I encourage you to take action. You have to be the person that you rely on. I will promise you one thing. The Queen of England will not show up at your doorstep. She will not knight you as Sir or Dame of the realm. She will not give you permission to do what you need to do. You are the person you've been waiting for. So signing off, this is Dr. Jack, and I'll see you next week with Method C for Stop Making Yourself Miserable. Thanks so much and take care.